Okay, I just fixed a little bug I had in my code. Not going to bore you with details, but now everything is working with this with these buttons. So color correction on off for all of them, working pretty nice. So you can whatever you want to do, and you can reset it over time, over this amount of time. This works for the category of all, current, selection, and name, hopefully. Well, it does not for the by name address because there is no actual address in here. But as soon as I turn off the copy to clipboard function. This can be a bit this can be a bit stupid if you have always something in your clipboard, but for now I turn it on, paste it in. It's the flames thing, turn on and off, nice, change something, reset it, working. So this will give me the opportunity to hop to the next tab. Well, not the next one. This is for later. The mix queues is related to these two buttons, save as queue and delete last queue. There will be a whole section in a tutorial about queues, alpha queues on this page and filter queues on this page, but not for now. Just notice that these buttons only occur in the index and batch address, and they disappear in all the others. Okay, I think I explained everything on this page, on this tab. I'm going to the next one. So let's stay with our little fire here. This is called Geo. This is corresponding to the geometry view in Vimix. So as soon as let's start here, upper left. So you can again choose how you want to address your sources, and this is common for all the other pages when you see this little drop down. So it should sync exactly. You can turn off the sync here, but I had some problems, so most of the time I leave it just on and it works good. So for the moment I will dive deeper into the problem of this local syncing. Local just means for this user interface, right? Okay, for now, when you see this drop down, you have the choice. If there is no drop down, this is always be the current address. So make a choice here, which one you want to address, and then change its values. Exactly. So let's have a look at the geometry tab. So I'm going to select these flames here, and I want to change the position with this pad. Just works right out of the box. There's a snapback function that always, whatever you do, it will snap back to the middle. You can turn that off and then just drag it where you want to. You can either drag it here or use X and Y knobs, even with some numbers. This is pretty much it. Here it's about the size. Notice that the middle is 0, 0, and on the other side you will go to negatives, what will just flip or flop your sources. So keep in mind 0 is this is the turning point, right? You can have a larger view of this, 300%. Same here. With the snapback button, you can turn that off and it will stay. Okay, this works fine. Okay, so let's get back to 100%. Snap back to its original size. Also snap back to the middle. And we have rotation here. So you can turn the knob and rotate your picture, there is no snapback function, but a double click will just reset it to its original position. You will find the solo button and the alpha, little alpha slider for the current source you picked. So I think it's pretty handy if you're working on, I don't know, on a messy setup and you want to do a quick, okay, let me do just once, I will explain later, something that somehow is, oh well. Okay, now they're all set to screen, just a little note. Okay, and we're on Geo. So as you can see in the output window, I cannot see what I'm doing here. So even if I put the alpha value of this current selected one up, it's blocked by all the others. So I want to solo it. Okay, I have the solo and I can restore the previous state by just hitting it again. So solo out something. Okay, so just let me check if this is working right. This would be the state. We're going to solo out. Yeah. Okay. Works. Nice. Okay, there is another thing. Again, Vimix has the this great opportunity to nearly animate everything that is controlled by the values. So you can use this switch here. Let's go by position. So let's solo out. You can set end points and start points for little animations. For example, if you choose position here, I want to animate from here, let's say from here to there. I could just do it by, yeah, select the position, then lock my end and my start points, and then hit one of these buttons underneath here. This would play forward. Yeah, it just goes to the endpoint I set, or I could go back. Something funny was happening here. I don't know what it was, but if you don't fiddle around too much, if you set the points, I think it's just working as it should. Forward, backward, and even back and forth. So back, no, forward and back. And the other way around if it's at the end. Okay, whatever is happening here. You can do this for the size or the rotation, exactly the same thing. I want to set a, just snap that back. I want to set a start point, so lock the start. Could even type in the values, and I want to set an end. Rotation, this is again the amount of time that it should animate. And if I have start and end locked, I could yeah, it depends on what the actual state is. If it is at the end and I'm going backwards, nothing happens, right? Okay, it's a bit fiddly. More of if you're setting up more to get an impression what you're doing. Okay, back and forth. Okay, that's it for this side. With this for this tab, I mean, size is pretty much the same. Don't have to show you that, right? Okay, here is a tab that is called Geometry Action. This is nearly the same as position and size, but the values are, so if you want to see it in real time, you have to check on real time. This is more like a frequency and amplitude thing. You can read for grab and resize on the API of Vimix. It's somehow explained what this means. Page. Okay, DEFORM. This is one of my favorites because it's very new. So Again, let's have a look at our little fire here. We could solo this out and bring it all the way. No, we're not at 80, we're on the fire. Bring it all the way in. And now we could, if we have a look at the, at this geometry view, we could just deform it. Let me set back everything here. And we can have a look. No, we choose a better one. Yeah, this one. Okay, we can see the edges very clearly now. So here you can deform your source by just placing these little knobs on the pad here. I think if you saw one of the, I think it was called 2D mapping, I think this will come in pretty handy if if you're not sitting in front of your computer, but like me, fiddling around at the wall, looking at your clip, and you want to place it somewhere, the edge of the clip, place it somewhere very tight on the edge or whatever. You could just grab your phone, fire up Open Stage Control, this user interface, walk to your projection, and control the edges by your phone. I think this could be pretty helpful. Okay, you could reset all or just parts of it, right, left. Okay, and even there's even this option to control these manually by steps. So steps here, I would suggest you choose something between 100 and 1. 1 would be very fine. As you can see, you can even go lower if you want. 0.1 slightly, so it's hard to see, but just for now that you can see something, you could control these points manually by just tapping on these buttons. Okay, yeah, that's it for the deform. Now we're going to layers. This is the same as layers here. Again, whatever you choose here, even if you choose them here, they will just directly snap to them, to the address. You could change the depth. Just like in Vimix, it is categorized by foreground, middle, and background. These colors should indicate that. So you can move your sources around as you want. And this is just if you ask what this is for. So if you're working with the blending modes, it's important that especially if you're working with subtract, multiply, with these two, or even with the other soft light, hard light, it depends on what to subtract or multiply from which source. Okay, so if I set them all to screen, and let's have a look at just these two. As you can see, only these two are visible now in the output. If I have a look at this and I set one of them to subtract, if they are like this, you cannot see anything, but if you are, maybe you see these little, yeah, if they are like this, you can see the subtract feature. So this is about the depth of your sources. You can control them here. And that's it for this side. You can sync them if you have the feeling that this side is not synced with, but it should be always. You can always do another sync. Okay, the color correction feature is somehow self-explaining. Again, you can choose your source. This would, in our case, would be this fire. You can turn off, on and off the color correction, and then have these knobs to control them. You can reset it. Here it's just working fine. This is how it should be. You can solo it again, like like we did. And oh yeah, a feature that is not occurring here. You can set this. Maybe you can see this gamma value, this gamma color here, by changing it here. So see it change. Yeah, as soon as I release the button, not the button, the mouse, you can see the change. Okay. Well, okay, I'll leave it for white now. Also, this, I think there's nothing more to explain. What brings us to filters? So the tab filter is again with this selection for current source, and you can here select filtering, but be aware that filtering doesn't work for clips that are not cloned. You have to clone it that these filters are available. So I think yeah, if I remember right, we are opening the 4th mix session, and then we are setting up some clones. Oh, there they are. What am I talking? I'm so confused today, really. Aren't they? No, it's not a clone. Okay, clone and filter, clone and filter, clone and filter, and once more clone and filter. So, as I told you in the beginning, save your project file. It will not be recognized by the template if it's not failed. We reload the file, and we have some more clips in here. Exactly, these are our clones, and with these we can set filters. Select one clip, choose a filter of your choice, like the blur. You can immediately see in the output it's changing. You can even solo it, like always, solo it. Bring up the alpha value a bit, and then you can set start and end points as we have seen before for this filter. So this would control the endpoint. This would be the start point. So I want to fade from here to there. There you can see the values, and just play this. So it's already on the end value, so we play it backwards. If we go forward, it plays forward, and this one should play independently from where it is at the moment, back and forth, or forth and back, over the amount of time that is given here. Maybe a little faster to check if it's working. It is. So again, we have save as queue and delete last queue, same that you could see here. I'm going to explain this in another part of the tutorial. This was it, I think, for the user interface, besides the settings. But I'm going to tell you more about these settings in another part. Stay if you want.